guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Alana here. Welcome back to 3 Degrees of Love Divination. So I wanted to do a follow-up video showing you guys both of the Reclaim Oracle decks, the newest edition, which is this one here on the right, and of course the second edition here on the left. Now, the second edition here on the left was lovingly gifted to me by the creator herself, Marion. As you can see, the boxes are a little bit different in size, and even the coloring. The second edition, the box, the pink is a lot more, is quite a bit darker than the new edition. As you can see, it is taller with the newer edition, and this one this one doesn't have any writing on the outer part of the box, like on the sides, I mean. But we do have here, we have the logo, Little Darkness, and then on this side it says, "What if you were always whole?" So I love that for the new edition. And then of course this is the difference with the back. So it was 88 cards and then upgraded to 99 cards here with the newer edition. And of course, you know, just a little bit of difference. There's a barcode here on the second edition, where there's not one here on the newest one. And then, yeah, of course, you know, where it was created, and then Marion's name. So yeah, a lot, you know, in regards to the boxes, it's definitely a lot bigger here with the newest edition. So the Reclaim Oracle, as I've said, and if you haven't checked out any of my previous videos, even with my interview with Marion, and then I had her again on my channel for a Bell Let's Talk Day video I did one year, maybe a couple years ago, or a couple Bell Let's Talk Days ago, videos ago. I will of course, you know, put it up on screen, probably in the cards, and of course it's available on my channel, so you can check that out. And you know what I really love about Marion and her work is the fact that she is doing exactly what I imagine, combining, you know, divination tools with mental health, and you know, and so in a very sort of therapeutic type of way, and that was of course what initially drew me to Marion and her work. And of course, you know, Reclaim Oracle becoming a very fast favorite, and a long time favorite. So, you know, comparing the two decks is, you know, means a lot to see her progression and her growth. You know, so let's take a look at the older version, which, you know, I'm not going to spend too much time on because you would have seen this previously in other videos I've done. I don't believe I I can't remember if I did a walkthrough or not where I showed all the cards, but we're going to go in and, do a flip through so you can see, the changes from the second to the fourth. And of course, so this being the second edition, like I said, the reason why I kind of, I guess I forgot that we were already on the fourth edition with this new one, is because of the fact that, like I said, the first edition, sold out really fast. Yay, for its success, of course. But almost immediately after the Kickstarter, for the original deck, for the very first edition, which I happened to miss out on, because I learned about the Reclaim Oracle a little bit later, and then. But as soon as the second edition was reprinted, Marion lovingly gifted me a copy of the deck. And so, yeah. So this is, like I said, just I would say, I think the cardstock was a little bit upgraded, but there wasn't a significant change from the first and the second for that, for, I'd really say, to really count it as an edition, as more of a, I would say, is more of a reprint than an actual second edition. To me, the second edition, which technically is actually the third edition, came when Marion she added a few more cards. She created a booster pack. So this is the little pamphlet for the booster pack with the additional cards. And yes, the booster pack is included in this edition's box, I should say. Right? So we have the guidebook and the little booster pamphlet. This is what the initial guidebook first looked like. It was pretty much looks handwritten by Marion, and I absolutely loved that that idea, that look. It kind of gave it a very personalized touch, if you will, where I felt like you were basically having a conversation about feelings with the deck, right? Like, and even Marion herself. So I really like that. Of course, it was changed to printed, because I think for some people, some of the feedback that Marion was getting was that it wasn't always easy to read, but I never really had an issue with it. And so I actually really love that about the guidebook. So we have the booster pack, and then of course all the little goodies that would have come with it, her business card and coupon code, and just it's just absolutely beautiful. I couldn't have asked for a better deck where that was concerned. And so anyways, so let me just grab the deck out here. And I think there was also was it from this particular edition, or was it, I'm trying to remember. Yes, it was in the guidebook, I think. So there was a misprint in the guidebook. So for one of the cards, I don't remember which one now. So like there was another a sticker with the updated information that was printed so that you can just easily put it in the guidebook and forget about it. So yeah. So as you can see, this is a pretty thick deck. And yeah, let me show you, since we're going to be going through the booster pack anyways, I will show you the updated guidebook that was released and available, you know, separately with the booster pack if you already had the deck and just wanted the extra cards. And let me just take a look. Just grab the book. Actually, so here's the little booster pack with the additional 3 cards that was initially added. Came in a pack like this, and then of course the upgraded guidebook for the 3rd edition, if you will. And so now, you know, we do have images of each card along with a printed write-up as opposed to the handwritten version that was in the previous edition, as you can see. So yeah, and then okay, so that was the booster pack and stuff. Okay, so here's the I was just looking at it. Here's a little note that Marion had done for the 2nd edition to you know, letting you know about the misprint in the guidebook, which I thought was a beautiful touch in the way that she did that. Okay, so let's see. And then of course there was, every so often Marion does a few different things on her website. She makes printed bags, like hand printed or painted, I should say, rather, hand painted canvas bags, deck bags, and you know, this was one of them that I had received previously that was available on her. I'm not sure she still has this on her site. I'll double check, but I think the last time I was on her website, I don't think that this was available. But every so often she will do, you know, hand painted, specialized bags with the different astrological signs. She's done that before. She's done other prints and bags based on cards from the Lillifer Tarot as well. So a whole bag of feels. A little darkness. And then of course this is, you know, the other side of the bag with the print. So this bag is small enough to fit the cards perfectly inside. I think even with the guidebook, if I'm not mistaken. That's what the bag was initially created for, but it does not, it's not large enough to fit the box. So this one actually fits the 1st edition. Well, there may be room for the book, but it would be quite snug. I feel like, yeah. So for this edition, you know, this is the bag that that was additional to that you could have gotten for the cards. So right. Okay, and then so the inside of the box looks like this. This is, of course, like I said, the second edition. And then we have a quote at the top here. I took a deep breath and listened to the old bag or brag of my heart. I am by Sylvia Plath. And I absolutely love that. I think it's super cute and such a perfect touch. And then, so now, this is, of course, the newest edition. And she went back to the old layout of the box. I'll put a picture up of the third edition where she changed the box slightly to accommodate I think it was, I can't remember if it was for Instagram, but it was something to do with the, you know, the openness of the character on the box. And so she closed it up a bit so it didn't look so exposed, because for some reason that was an issue with Instagram or some other platform. I can't quite remember, but she did away with that for this newest edition and just went back to the original style, which I absolutely love. And not to say that the third edition there was anything really wrong with it. I mean, she did a really good job in sort of revamping it, because I think what she did was just close the hands so that the body wasn't as exposed as it is at the moment. But either way, it's a wonderful deck. So so this is the, like I said, so this is the second edition box with the darker sort of pink on the box itself. And then the newest one, which has a lighter pink, and like I said, has a little darkness written on the one side, and then what if we were always whole. And then the other sides are just pretty much the same. Right, yeah. And then okay, so this is the newer box. This one is a lot bigger, and I did end up putting this back in order just so I can do this walkthrough, but because I also wanted to use this deck for my my last, well, not really last, because like I said, I probably will continue it, but revamp it slightly. But my pick 3, a cup full of love pick 3 readings that I was calling mindful messages for March. So I still please forgive me, I was gonna film that the last installment for March of that yesterday, but with the weather here, it was really glitchy, so I didn't quite get to it. When I say glitchy, I mean the lighting, the lights are actual lights, because of the weather. It was very temperamental and glitchy, and it seemed like any time we could have been without power, because it did blink on and off where I am. And I think some in the city, some places still don't have power over the course of the weekend. But yeah, so anyways, so long story short, I haven't done that one yet, but I'm getting there, and I wanted to use the Reclaim Oracle in that so the newest edition. So I figured, since I've already took the time to put it in order, let's just do a flip through, and then that way I can get back to using it. So yeah, so this is the top. Now what she did is she kind of changed it around. So the little sun that you saw at the bottom of the box in the second edition, that's now in the top of the box of this newest edition. The guidebook. So the guidebook as I think I've already shown, this one is still like the third edition in the sense of it has no, this is not the right one. Oops. This is the right one. In the sense that, as you can see, the so this is the first and second edition guidebook, if you will. And then we have the third edition guidebook. And that is now, the inside is what looks the same as the second edition, first edition guidebook, but the inside has taken on the third edition format. So yeah. And then well, I showed you all this already. So the sticker that I got, and then the little thank you card with the QR code on the back. So yeah, so now I'm gonna pull out. So as you can see here, the same quote by Sylvia Plath is now in the bottom portion of the box instead. Yeah, so okay, so those are the boxes. Now let's take a look at the cards themselves. So and of course, because the box is the newest edition is bigger, and it's not as snug as the one that the other one that I have. I did you know, get an organza bag as a filler for the cards. Yeah. So, but as you can see here, so this one has a bit, the first edition has more of a little bit of a sheen on it, so it's not quite rose petal, whereas this fourth edition is got more of that rose petal finish on the cards. And let's see, so the deck size, so as you can see, this, it's funny because the 88 cards, so now both decks are roughly the same, look to be about the same size, but this has this being on the left is the version with the 88 cards, and as you can see, they're roughly the same in thickness. But this has 88 cards, whereas this one has 99 cards, and is definitely a much thinner card stock. So yeah. Okay, so I guess this portion of this, I will do musical flip through, and then that way you can see the you'll see as I flip through that at a certain point the cards aren't going to match because of the additional cards, and then I think the booster pack that's also included in this edition here, the second edition of mine. So let's make sure you can see. Let me move this out of the way. All right. So as you can see here, we've already have changed. So from anger, then now there's appreciation, but we also have anxiety. Let's see if the appreciation card looks the same. Where's the... Yep. It is. Okay. So here we can see Envy has definitely changed. She's changed the image of the Envy card. Expression. And somehow, just like that, we're back in sync. We shift back out of sync. you can see, that's the last of the the second edition. But we still have a few more cards to go of the new one. So all right. So there you have it. Those are the two editions that I have. The second edition with the newest fourth edition, and we have jumped from 88 cards to 99 cards. But yet the piles look relatively the same size. However, the 88 pile is still slightly, well, actually, no. So technically, this pile is 3 cards more than 88. So we have, so that's 91. Yeah, so we have 91 cards actually, technically, in this deck because of the bonus 3 that were later added, and that came out with the third edition of this deck. But because I already had the deck, I did get the booster pack instead. So instead of 88, we've made it 91, and then even with that, now we have, so technically a 91 card deck versus a 99 card deck, and yet still the 91 still seems to be taller by a few cards than the newest edition, which has 99. So there you go. Well, I hope that you enjoyed this brief comparative video of the Reclaim Oracle. Let me know what you think. I also feel like it was really cool to do it this way because, again, I think I did this with a previous video. I can't remember what deck that was. Oh no, was it? No, I can't remember. Anyways, but yeah, as you saw, what I really thought was really cool is as I flipped through, we went from being, and just like our feelings, just exactly like how our feelings are, we can go from, being in sync with one another to being out of sync, and somehow finding a way back. That sort of fluctuation, if you will, of, energy and feelings and all of that. But, we all have them. Some may have more feelings than others, depending on situation, depending on our journey, and I feel like there's a wide range of states of being and emotion that is that is really illustrated in these cards. And the fact that Marion managed to update that with technically 10 additional cards, so to speak, like the growth that I've I've had the opportunity to bear witness to in regards to Marion's work is just absolutely amazing. So thank you again, Marion, for gifting me the second edition. It has definitely been something that I have treasured to date, and still will, always will. But you know, yay to you and the fabulousness of this newest edition with the additional cards. I think it's absolutely amazing, and I couldn't be more pleased and happy to have it, you know, again, a part of my collection, and to be able to work with it. And, you know, of course, stay tuned, because I will be using this newest edition, the 4th edition. I will be using this in my next pick a card or pick 3 pick a pile readings. So definitely stay tuned for that. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't done so already, and of course hit that notification bell so you'll always be updated when I post my next video. But with all that being said, thank you for joining me today to you know, compare the different editions, and just, you know, to briefly, you know, go through and see the changes and the updates and whatnot. So of course, you know, let me know your thoughts. Is this a deck that you would work with? Do you already have this? Will you be getting it? You know, and if you've worked with it, how have you enjoyed it, and how has it been beneficial to you in sorting through, you know, the amount of emotions that, you know, we all have, and being able to sort of make sense of them. And just, you know, again, always leading with therapy, and how this is just an amazing tool to work with in tandem with doing therapy. So and of course, if you happen to be a therapist yourself and you do happen to work with divination, you know, how will you incorporate this into sessions with clients? And, you know, if this is something you already do, you know, be sure to let me know. I would love to hear from you. And with all that being said, thank you so much. As I always say, I am human, so are you. As I am love, I know you are too. And yes, I did do that backwards, but that's okay. I am love, and so are you. As I see myself as human, I know you are too. And so with all that being said, please make sure to take care of yourself and one another. And while you're at it, don't forget about me too. I love you so much. And until we chat again next time, please remember to check your privilege, mind your magic, and as always, live, listen, and learn. I love you. Bye.